Okay guys, today I'm going to run you through how to do the replay glitch for Cayo Perico, also known as back-to-back. As you can see by this intro, I recently run some back-to-back with a friend of mine, and we ended up doing it about 10 times using this particular method without any issues at all. It's my understanding that some players are actually having their heists reset by Rockstar if they use the close app method, so that's why I'm going to run you through how to do it and how to keep your heists without them getting reset. It's fairly straightforward. All you need to do is turn off your internet at the right time, and basically that is where the handover is at the end of the heist. So just remember, I am doing this on a PlayStation 5. There is a different technique for PS4, so just to be clear, this is just for the PS5. Now what you want to do first is go into your PlayStation 5 quick access menu, which is accessed by pressing the PlayStation button just once. When your menu does come up, you need to then press the options button to edit the menu. I will leave a link down below where someone will demonstrate quite clearly how you can edit that menu, and what you would need to do is add the network option to the menu. Also in this video we are going to demonstrate the Cayo Perico heist and what is the most consistent way of doing it in my opinion. So as you've got your friend to join, this is a two-person mission obviously. You need to go through and do all your settings. Now I'm lucky enough, I do have the Panther statue and I've got a bunch of gold as well, so we only need to go to the compound. For the preps, we did all the required preps. We went with the Kosatka, so we're obviously going to infiltrate the drainage tunnel. And we also did the disruption missions. That's just to make sure that if we did run into any trouble that we were prepped for it. We do go ahead and kill the Juggernaut in this as well. And if you do the disruption missions, the Juggernaut is so much easier to kill. After going through all the options, go ahead and set your friend's cut to 85% and then start the mission. I do remove a lot of unnecessary footage from this video just to make it a little bit quicker. Now, like I said, this isn't the only way to do Cayo Perico, but this method we've been doing for quite some time, and we find it's the most consistent.
Well, judging from the lack of terrified screams, I will assume you made it through the uncharted tunnel and into the den of strung-out militiamen.
We're not going to win any speed records here, we're just doing this nice and slowly and consistent, and we'll still achieve elite at the end of it.
Rubio's personal bodyguards operated. These men will know every soldier under their command. No disguise will fool them.
Just here we're waiting for the Juggernaut to pass in front of us. We will be taking out the Juggernaut just because he does walk around the compound, and if he comes across a dead body that will alert the guards. At this point in time, if you're still watching this video, don't forget to give a shout out to my friend Matt in the comments. Now, because we did the disruption missions, the Juggernaut goes down real easily. It just takes 2 to 3 shots in the head, and he's dead.
¿Felipe le dio las llaves?
No. ¿Me las tenía que dar? Lo vi hace poco.
Sí.
Just be aware of cameras and guards and stuff like that. You don't want to shoot anyone in front of another guard or obviously in front of a camera. So just take it slow. And obviously you can also take out cameras as you go as well. What we're doing now is just trying to get hold of all the key cards and the keys so we can access the secondary gold.
The door requires 2 key cards. Do you have them both?
It's not necessary to kill everyone like we have been here so far, but it does make things a little bit easier and you're also less likely to get caught.
Remember, the men watching the CCTV, they are tired, not slept for days, with unlimited cocaine. Destroy too many cameras, paranoia kicks in, and they come walking.
As you can see, now that we've got all the key cards and keys, we're going to now head off and loot the secondary targets. Feel free to do this in whatever order you like. We just prefer to do it this way. Like I said, we find it the most consistent.
Gun made of gold?
The loadout we're using here is the Aggressor loadout. I personally like it the best, and we've obviously got the silencers as well.
Timing is everything. All together now.
We're fairly lucky here because we do have enough gold to fill both our loot bags and also the Panther statue. So we're looking at a $2.4 million payout for the other person.
Bravo! You should remember there is a cliff here. It is an attractive alternative to being captured alive.
Now I've actually chosen to fill my loot bags first here at the moment, and you'll see why in a little bit.
Remember we saw a keypad in the office? Worth looking at.
Now that my loot bag is full, my mate will start filling his bag whilst I head over to start doing the hack. Now obviously because we got the key cards we can get the secondaries, but getting the keys allows us to go in and hack the lower cage, which only requires 2 fingerprint hacks on hard mode.
Another fingerprint scanner here. Okay, standard procedure with the tool. Cycle through the fragments and match them up to the target print.
This is why one of us got our loot bags filled up first, so I can allow access to the cage. He can go in there and fill up his loot bag, whilst I go for the primary target. As you can see here, I do have the Panther statue. This is only available during event weeks and special occasions, so it is quite rare. It's also worth the most amount of money as well.
Slip, you lose your finger. Big slip. Well, just ask my uncle. gemstone panther statue.
So there we have it. We've got the primary target. We've got full loot bags of gold, and this is also on hard mode. So this is probably the most amount of money that you're going to be able to get with a two-person crew.
Dios.
You could steal a vehicle at this point and then drive out to your escape point, but it's not necessary.
The compound is done. The only thing left to do is escape. Carry on like this and they will never know you were there. Your chosen extraction point is on your GPS now. Main docks. Go.
So now all you have to do is head out to the ocean and swim to safety. I did explain earlier in the video that I will explain how to turn off your internet in order to keep this heist and be able to replay it. So basically I would suggest at this point in time is to press your PlayStation button, select the network option and just hover over it at the moment.
They have their attack boats mobilized along the coast.
Now in a moment here, just as your character hands the bag over to the Madrazo employee, that's when you want to select the network options, click down to settings and then turn your internet off, just like I've just done. You should then be able to load into story mode as your friend loads into a regular online session, which he can invite you to. You obviously want to load into your Kosatka so you can just replay the mission again and again. In a moment here I will load back into an online session in my Kosatka so I can replay the mission. If you're curious, we did get the elite challenge on this. We did the whole mission in just over 11 minutes and my friend made just over $2.4 million. If you like what you've seen here today, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have any comments, leave them down below and I'll try my best to answer them. And thank you again for watching. Just before you go, you'll see here I still have my heist, so I haven't lost it and it hasn't been reset. So I hope you've enjoyed what you watched here today.